And here we go.
Right, here we go.
Hitting start. All right. This is fun. It's been a while.
Yeah. Have you been out on the road recently?
Have I done what?
Have you been out on the road recently? Because there's been a ton of bikers out the last few days.
I haven't been this far south.
Yeah, yesterday I didn't go ride, but I was out driving, and I saw groups of like 20 bikers.
Wow.
Like 6, 7, like a few groups of like 6 or 7, and then like one massive group of like 20, all at a gas station. I was like, damn, everybody's out.
Yeah, I saw on the group that a bunch of people went down to the ride yesterday, actually. So if we would have went yesterday, it would have been insane.
Yesterday, and I went to go get our new dog, and
Yeah.
it was in Gilroy. So we drove all the way down to Gilroy, and there was just like a constant stream of bikers just filtering through traffic, like constant. So hopefully it'll be a similar thing today.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So that way the path is already kind of paved for us.
Right, I was hoping that yesterday, if we'd have went yesterday, since we were going early enough, we would have had the chance to ride a couple different things. But after seeing a couple clips, I don't think that's going to be the case at all.
Yeah, I told Alec, hey, try and change your day to today. But he said he'll need to check to see if he can swap days with work. So I don't know if he went yesterday or if he was able to swap and he's going to meet us there today. So
yeah, if he did go yesterday, I didn't see him post, so
I'm sure he would have posted something if he did.
It feels good riding light for once. I've been trying not to bring some with me so I can just enjoy the ride and not feel like I'm hauling stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Start actually using the pockets of these jackets instead of just throwing everything in a book bag.
So hopefully 101's not going to be too bad. But if it gets pretty hairy, we can just take exit Bailey and take Monterey down and then hop back on 101 down in Morgan Hill or something.
I'll follow your lead, sir.
All right. If this pace keeps up, we're going to be there in good time.
So we'll be there what time?
I was just saying, if this pace keeps up, we're going to make good time.
Oh, yeah. This isn't bad at all.
Yeah, I'm cool with this.
It's thick enough to where it could be a problem, but also light enough to where if we needed to make some moves, we could.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Here we go. Have you ever thought about getting an electric bike?
I actually have been talking with this guy that I work with about electric bikes like all last week. And I think so. You know, I'm still waiting for the price to come down. But one of the, I think the biggest thing for me was that I was, you know, the range obviously, but then I was thinking about it, and most of my riding is commuting anyway, so you know, for just general daily riding, an electric bike would be perfect because I could charge at work, I could charge at home. And then if I decide to get antsy and want to go on an actual ride, then I'll just ride a normal bike. Because, you know, then you don't have to worry about it. But at first I was, you know, because I was thinking like if I were to trade this in or whatever, or sell this and buy an electric bike, it'd be kind of sucky to lose that ability to just go out and get lost. But you know, when I start thinking about it more practically speaking, I'm like, most of my rides I'm riding to and from somewhere with electricity, so for probably 90% of my rides I'd be fine.
No, it's the exact same thing for me, where I mean, I'm not really commuting, but most of the time when I go ride, it's definitely within the range of the bike. So, you know, very rarely have I gone, you know, 300 plus mile routes. So, for the vast majority of my time riding, the bike would definitely be perfectly fine. I wouldn't have to worry about the range. But yeah, the exact same things if I get lost, or if I end up going on a longer trip, then, you know, charging is definitely going to be something to consider.
And my other thing is that on the freeway, riding on the freeway kills the battery, so that's the other thing that's kind of like has me a little bit hesitant for right now, at least for the next couple years, is, you know, once you start going freeway speed, you only get about a quarter of the battery, and that's where all the fun riding happens.
I mean, before I got the Scout, that was one thing I was actually really looking at. I was looking at the Zero. I mean, obviously I looked at the Livewire, but there's no way I'm dropping 30 grand on an electric bike. And so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But I looked at the Zero, and I was like, you know what? The technology isn't quite there yet for me. So, I mean, that's why obviously I'm for the Scout, but it's definitely something that, you know, once they solve those few key things, I'm definitely invested in.
Ooh, watch out.
Okay. Alright, this guy.
Mr. Outback was trying to kill us all.
Alright, I'm gonna slow down a bit. Just because traffic up here is getting pretty crazy.
I think I'm gonna have to give in and buy the stupid vent plugs for this helmet, because the road noise is crazy, especially when I'm trying to like actually hear somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I've heard once you get the vent plugs, it gets pretty insulated and you can start to do things again. So I've been avoiding it because I think they want like $30 or something stupid for them.
Hopefully this guy, because I don't know if I can squeeze through there. Okay, this guy moved over, thank you.
gotta keep it true to brand and go with the naked FTR.
Oh, nice. You know what? I'm gonna be on the Chief and
Okay.
the new Chief, and I'm really hoping I can get on the FTR for a cycle.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying out a Chief or Bobber, but I was like, if I only get one shot at it, I want to ride whatever I'm closest to, what I'm used to. I don't want to spend the whole ride stalling out trying to figure out the friction zone and why my feet aren't doing the right thing.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah,
the FTR has definitely caught my eye, so I'm hoping to get a chance to ride that. When I called in to make the reservation, they were like,
right.
You can pick one. I'm like, oh.
That's what I figured. And then, like I was saying earlier, you know, after I saw the clip of a couple people down there yesterday, I doubt we're going to get the chance to ride anything extra. But if we do, I'm definitely going to take my first ride on a cruiser, because I've actually never ridden a cruiser before.
Well, you're welcome to try mine if you want.
Oh my God! The cologne is potent today.
Oh yeah, welcome to Hollister, where there's a lot of farms out here, so the manure is...
Yeah, we just passed a giant mulch place, and then we got the wind spreading all the love.
Yeah, I hope you don't got a date after this, because...
I actually do, so... But the best part is I was going to work out anyway, so I'm going to have to get a good shower in regardless.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So you'll have time to clean up.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully it doesn't stick to the jacket, because that'll be tragic.
You guys just gonna grab dinner and drinks?
Yeah, I think we're gonna grab drinks. I'll probably eat dinner ahead of time, because
Nice.
I think we're meeting at like 8, so I'm not gonna be able to last that long.
Yeah.
I didn't eat lunch today, so I'm definitely gonna have to do something when we get back.
What's Chef's Rome next recipe? Yeah, for the Chief, I think if the Chief had came out the year I bought the Scout, I definitely would have bought the Chief.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, when they announced the Chief, I felt a little heartbroken, because I basically bought it, or changed up my Scout to be as close to the Chief as possible, and so that was kind of one of those things where I'm like, okay, am I gonna trade in the Scout? Am I just gonna end up with 2 bikes because I'm a very sentimental person? Am I gonna be able to go in the Scout?
Right. Yeah, I will say they definitely have been spending their marketing money wisely, because I've been watching all their videos that they've been putting out with all the riding events.
Yeah.
And it's definitely made me consider my loyalties.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love Indian, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm loyal to Indian. It's just from the way they position their bikes, it's just what works best for me.
Right.
Because I did test ride the Lowrider S before I bought the Scout, and honestly, I loved that bike. But the problem was just the salesman. Like, I did not have a good time with the salesman at Harley Davidson.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I had the sales experience I had at Indian at Harley Davidson, I would probably be on a Lowrider S right now.
Right.
Because when I was at Harley Davidson, they were just so unbelievably pushy. They were like, I just had a bad experience. And it's like, it's nothing that I like Harleys. I have nothing against Harleys.
Yeah, and I think that's a fairly common thing. It's like, if you're not what somebody pictures to be a Harley rider, going in there isn't always the best time.
Right. And plus, there's like the secondary part of it is the hipster in me doesn't want what everybody else has.
Right.
So, I mean, I see so many people on Harleys, and for good reason, because they're good bikes. I mean, I think they're a little bit overpriced. They're but you know, they definitely have some advantages there. But you know, that's kind of what led me to Indian, was just the sales experience as well as just the less common bike, so it stands out a little bit more. And I mean, that was personally just I would have more fun on it from that standpoint. But if the Chief came out when I bought the Scout, no doubt in my mind I would be on that. So I'm excited. I'm a little excited and also very hesitant to see how I feel about riding the Scout. I mean the Chief, because it's either gonna make me love it, and I'm really gonna want to buy it, and then I'm gonna just be dissatisfied with the Scout ever since. Right. Or I'm gonna be like, you know what? Nah, I'm so happy with my Scout, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And I feel you there. I don't know, I'm like kind of at a crossroads, because this bike is reliable and everything, and it hasn't really done me wrong, but I do want to see what else the world has to offer, because I didn't even plan on buying this bike. I actually went in and I planned on buying a Ducati, and the day I came in to buy it, after sitting on the Ducati and all that, the guy was like, hey, sit on this real quick, and it was like, it's brand new and it's $5 cheaper than that used bike you were looking at. I was like, let's go and wrap that bad boy up. But I don't know, I kind of want to get my time in with the Ducati, and then I've always said, like, Harleys and Cruisers are going to be my old man bike. So I don't know how much time I have before I do it, but I definitely got to get the Ducati in before I make that transition. But Indian is looking pretty compelling with all the positivity that I've been hearing.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the FTR. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun on that bike.
And that's what I'm worried about. Wow, okay. The whole ride is completely different. Like, the vibration of the bike just went up by like 6-fold. It's like an espresso shot when you put it in the... I'm worried I'm gonna fall in love and then start crunching numbers. Because I was watching a video the other day at work, and the guy was saying that because of Indian struggle to kind of enter the market, there were a lot of new 2019 still hanging around. Yeah. So I'm like, if I can get a good price on a 2019 or a 2020, I might do it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Time to head home. We had fun. Let's do it.
So overall, Rome, would you recommend going to a Indian demo day?
100,000%. 12 out of 10. Definitely do a demo day, even if you're not in the market for a bike. It's just nice to have a chance to see what else is out there. And kind of like you were saying, even if you weren't looking for a bike, or even if you were looking for a bike, it may just give you appreciation for what you already have and save you some money.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Lisa. Her name was Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Shout out to Lisa. Awesome person. Very cool bike. I'll post a picture of here. Shout out to Lisa. She was awesome. She
Definitely.
was the people that helped check me in. And so, giving her a big warm hug and a thank you for being so awesome.
Yeah, customer service was phenomenal. You know, in events like that, you kind of expect I'll call them tour guides, to, you know, play 100% by the book, just to, you know, CYA. But they understood, because they're all riders, and they showed us the best time that they possibly could. So shout out to that crew for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, just to echo what Rome said, you know, even if you're not in the market for a bike, go to a demo day. It'll either reveal that, you know, there's something missing in your life and you want a new bike, or it will make you appreciate the bike you already have. And that was kind of the case for me. I mean, as much as I loved riding that Challenger and the Chief Dark Horse, you know, maybe it's just a sentimental part of me, but, you know, I'm cool with my Scout.
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree.
If money wasn't an object and I had plenty of space, and my wife and Tiny Tater wouldn't get mad at me for having too many bikes, I would absolutely have a garage full of bikes.
Yes, exactly. If money wasn't an object, I would need a garage dedicated to bikes. Because especially, I think that's the thing that I like about Indian, is that they have a bike for every occasion. So I could easily see myself, you know, if I had the time, space, opportunity to go ahead and just get one of each, you know, because you can have a purpose for each bike, and that would be really cool because they do what they do in their segments well. So
yeah,
they definitely do good work and have definitely piqued my interest. So I'll definitely keep an eye on them.
Nice.
For the future.
Yeah, I wish my only wish was I had a chance to ride the FTR, but I guess by the time we finished that last ride, they were done for the day, and today's the last day for the demo day. So unfortunately, didn't get a chance to ride the FTR, but one day I will. Definitely. I see them around. They're a popular bike. I see them around every now and then, and every time I do, it reminds me I need to get on one of those.
Thanks for watching. This video wasn't sponsored by Valor Cycles, but it was heavily influenced as it was his idea to come down here. Appreciate the invite from him. If you haven't already, go check out his channel. He's a great dude, and we'll definitely be riding again in the future. So thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do so to both mine and his channels. If he's nice to me on the way back, I may go ahead and put a link in to get over to his channel to make it a little bit easier. But other than that, if you're out there riding, be safe, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you! See if I can get the recorded fist bump. Yeah!